Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Stasis. In the last episode we managed to override tram station B's lockdown and thus get inside the station, but unfortunately we couldn't get here by using the tram because it was completely busted. And so instead we had to use this lift thingy, this specimen drop-off tube, which they obviously use to transport different specimens, tools, equipment, supply, body parts and only God knows what else. So yeah, right now we are in the medical bay, and according to Tia, our daughter should be somewhere here in the medical bay, 4 levels below us. So, I guess we have to find our way downstairs and find our daughter, 4 levels below us. So, without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game.
This is strange.
What is?
I'm not reading any PDTs in your area. They should remain active. Even on the
Tell me, John.
Oh shit.
Why are you working with this jackal?
Dr. Malan.
She's been talking about me.
Look, I'm nobody. I just want to find my family.
Without a family, man alone in the world. The impulse with the cold.
Oh hey, that's the quote from the very beginning of the game.
Are you trembling, John? Because make no mistake. You are alone.
Malan.
Oh shit.
John, are you there? I've delved into the comm system. What did he say?
He knew me. He knew my name. Could he help us?
No.
John, this is happening because of him.
Yeah.
He did all of this.
This is all too much for me, Tia. I'm just a school teacher.
I can promise you that I want to find your family as much as you do. We're in this together.
Alright, so yeah, now I remember this part from last time when I was playing this game a long time ago. So there's lots of machine guns right under the floors here. This section of the floor features a rectangular indentation. It's strangely clean in comparison with the other blood-spattered sections of floor. And we got more Jukka Cola! Hell yeah! Good old Jukka Cola. God, I love that name. Banned in several colonies. What? Why? Jukka Cola is highly addictive, absurdly potent blast of sugar and stimulants. So not much different from Coke then. What else do we have here? Crate. This crate is locked and not opening anytime soon. Alright, and what about this vending machine here? This vending machine has been knocked over, but probably not by an employee. The Kane Corporation certainly didn't subsidize the price of these sodas. Yeah, just bloodstains. This area has been witness to carnage, yet no bodies litter the ground. Dark blood blathers the walls, but most disturbing is the lack of any cadavers among the gore-soaked carnage. I admit I have no idea what cadavers mean. Do let me know. And more bloodstains. Not one body can be seen amid the debris. Alright, something tells me that if I now try to go and walk to this glass door here, those machine guns will come out of the floor and shoot us. What about this glass door, by the way? The view through the sliding glass door is obscured by dried red jets of liquid, which I assume is blood. Alright, I think I'm gonna save at this point real quick. There we go. Now let's make a little test. What happens if we try to walk here? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, that one of the machine guns destroyed the other. I see. So one of the machine guns destroyed the other. I think it was the top one destroyed the one here at the bottom. Alright, that could actually be useful, but can we walk here without triggering them? Apparently yes we can. Now, can we get in some Jukka Cola? I could use a drink right now actually. What the hell is that sound? Is it coming from the vending machine? That's creepy as all hell. So we got one Jukka Cola can. Can we get some more? Where are you going?
Never liked Jukka.
Aha, I see. Oh, I see, so we can use this thing as our shield to get to the door. Alright, well, let's continue pushing. One more time, I think. There we go. Alright, one of them is down. Nice. Exposed duct. Shredded metal tiles reveal a service duct below. Even if I did try to now run to the glass door, something tells me that I would die again anyway, because this one is still there. Alright, I'm gonna save again. There we go. Now, quick test. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Alright, so we can't run to that door just yet. Fine. And oh, actually, I know what to do now. I remember what I had to do with this Jukka can last time when I played this game a long time ago, so let's do just that. So to the exposed duct we go. Alright, and the machine gun is... I think it's here somewhere. Oh, dead body. This was no safe haven for this poor soul. Apparently not. Poor man. Jesus Christ, I would be so... I wouldn't say that I have claustrophobic or anything, but I would hate to be in a place like this. Oh, pistol! Fuck yes! We get an actual gun? Didn't remember that. A faint smell of gunpowder lingers around the emptied weapon. Oh, it's empty? Well, of course it's empty. Of course it had to be empty. Empty pistol. Maybe we get some ammos for it at some point. There's nothing there, I think. A sickening odor of death and rot wafts in the room, making you gag from its nauseating scent. The air in the tunnel alternates between stale and putrid with decay. Alright, now what do you have on you? Possibly a PDA.
Found the body too. He's pretty bloodied up.
Like everyone else. So May 18th, more power outages today. More power outages today? Damn it, I thought they had a lid on that. People have been way crankier than usual. One of my boys just broke down today, shaking and scratching like he was suffering from withdrawal or something. I checked with the nurses who examined him, and it seems like there was some sort of drug in his system. He swore blind he wasn't dirty and hadn't been taking anything. But they are already preparing a tribunal for the poor guy. The thing is, I believe him. Everybody's been acting a bit peculiar lately. What's happening to my beautiful ship? That crap is growing up the spine of this baby like a cancer. I keep mailing Dr. Malan about this, but he hasn't responded to any of my messages. I know he's reading them, because I get more of those stooges from hydroponics down to collect samples whenever I send more than a few words his way. I managed to corner his assistant the other day and demanded to know when we would be getting our share of the rations. She looked at me like she hadn't slept in a week and said, "Soon. None of us are sleeping properly." I tried to greet each day with a smile, but the wrenches are getting panicky, if not mutinous. I spent my time breaking up fights instead of maintaining the engines. I was thinking of taking a group down to the engine ports and torching that shit off the hull, but I'm worried it's too late for that now. No more engineers, no more hope. When you take those things away, you got nothing left. I'm dictating this wedge onto the main security terminal. I don't think any of those things will hear me. The rest of the survivors are holed up in the bulkheads, but nobody was willing to risk leaving until we had some sort of protection. I pointed out we would either starve or die anyway, so they voted overwhelmingly for me to try and get help. So I came down here through one of the maintenance access tunnels and programmed the security terminal to mark any individuals with their PDT still implanted as hostiles. Why? Am I missing something? I pointed out we would either starve we would either starve or die anyway, so they voted overwhelmingly for me to try and get help. So I came down here through one of the maintenance access tunnels and programmed the security terminal to mark any individuals with their PDT still implanted as hostiles. I don't get why he would do that, but whatever. That should at least get the turrets on our side. Oh, maybe it's against those mutated specimens, human clones and shit they were making experiments on. But then again, why would they have PDTs? I don't know. I'm not sure it'll work, but it's all I could do. I'm alone now. Hell, I'm used to it. Never met the right girl and all that. I'm pretty sure I heard Lottie screaming, you know. They are probably all dead now, but I can't know for sure. I could hear those things peeling panels off the floor and walls like they were paper. And I'll be damned if they find me covering under the floor like that. Guy walkist and jumped with the noose around his neck when he was about to be executed. Did you know that? They were going to half strangle him and then rip him to pieces, but he cheated the executioners, breaking his own neck before they could carry on torturing him. Jesus Christ. I'm going to do likewise. Got a gun for my protection, see? Only one bullet left, but no matter, I'll only need one. Alright, so that's why the gun was empty. Now, what do we have here? Sentry gun, computer control. This terminal is connected to the turret nearby. A stack of empty Jukka-Cola cans sits below. Well, that's an obvious hint if I've ever seen one. So one of... No low ammunition. So one of these things are destroyed. I assume it's the A one here. Okay, anti-personnel system removed sentry weapon power status. Maintenance overdone by 295 days. Replace cable sleeving 18R. I don't know. Alright, so now here, at this point, we have to use a Jukka-Cola on this computer here. Which has poured some of that liquid on it, and now it's kaput, basically. It won't work. So now it should be safe for us to go for that glass door. Come on, Jack, be a bit faster. Alright, and now it should be safe for us to go for this door. Yeah.
I hate doors.
Yeah.
One override. Coming up.
Those goddamn doors.
Shit, John! The security systems in medical are inaccessible. It's like they've been locally reset. I can't access anything.
Yeah, we noticed.
I'll think of something.
Well, we got some Jukka-Cola. We can use that. Can you now please open the door? Wait, what? You can open it. The view through this sliding glass door is obscured by red jets of liquid. What the... why the hell... do we... oh, we don't even have the can anymore. Alright. Break it with a pistol.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
I was actually thinking that you could have, you know, broken the glass. But then again, maybe it's so strong glass that maybe it's a so strong glass that, oh, the gun is most likely for general security, though desperate measures have been instituted to control Jukka-Cola addicts in certain situations. Alright, this stuff must be really addictive if you need some sentry guns like these to take care of the Jukka-Cola addicts in the worst cases. In the worst cases. Now pick up that gun. There we go. Can we take it with us? Come on now, calm down, Jack.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. We can't pick it up. Of course we can't. I was hopeful. Blood but no bodies. Alright, guess we go to this door.
Warning. This area is off limits to all active PDT users. Please see your supervisor for further instructions.
Screwed.
That makes no sense. All PDTs. That's everyone.
I was thinking that
They
too.
must have changed security settings. Stop anyone from heading down below.
Or coming up.
Anyway, like I was about to say, screw that, I go where the hell ever I want. Oh, there's a PDA there. What do we have here? Erika Boxer, April 16th. That utter jerk. I cannot believe that asshole. What kind of a man dumps a girl on their anniversary? Poor Danika's in hysterics. I had to swap my shifts on account of that prick. Sadie made that easy enough. She's such a good friend to me. We were inseparable at nursing school until she decided to branch out into botany. Seems she suited more to general medical research than patient care. That's fine, I don't mind. I prefer working with people to plants anyway. The new walkway in hydroponics is a bonus too. Some of our boys like to stretch their new limbs among the greenery. Who said that the new departments were of no use? This is selfish, I know, but damn it, I have had so much on my plate. I'm having to do serious overtime, and then ungrateful turds like Eric mean I have got even more to deal with. My poor baby sister, body of a 30-year-old woman, mind of a 16-year-old girl. Apparently he says being the pilot of the Ozymandias is just too much pressure on a relationship. As is that sweet little Kyo pilot he recently acquired. I have had it up to here with pilots. Are they never not cheating, tail? Well, tonight should be okay, as I have gotten Danica coming around with some of the girls, and a shipment of Martesian champagne. Alright, sounds like a girls' night is coming up. The budget increase is proving to be a blessing and a curse. We have got more equipment, for sure, but nowhere near enough space for it. If only the Groom Lake was one of those modular types, we might be able to get some extra room. Sadie and I are working our butts off around here. God bless Sadie. If it wasn't for her, I would probably be an alcoholic by now. Danica is not over her douchebag ex and calls me up crying most nights just to talk about how she misses him. Next time I see him, I'm going to punch his lights out. I worry about Danica. She's depressed, not eating, not sleeping. I might ask Engracia to book her in for an appointment. She needs a shrink. Work-wise, the regeneration tanks are working beautifully, but the increased demand for them means we are running short of chemical dissociation reagents, and the cell growth regeneration fluid is pretty much spent. Speaking of the fluid, it's this new stuff Dr. Malan's unit has had us using. It's technically the same as the last stuff, but I'm sure the molecular composition is different. Apparently it's 4 times as effective. It seems kinda unpredictable, actually. I have already asked Dr. Harvey to request that we switch back to the old one, which he has done twice. Why are they ignoring us? Crazy huge brawl in the mess hall today. All of the guys sweating and looking like they OD'd or something. There's been a spike in violent assaults. I would swear it has something to do with the new supplies that came in. Ever since that new regen fluid, it seems like everything else is slightly off too. I'm sure of it. Diet, medicines, genetic samples, you name it. I spoke to Sadie, and she also swears there's been tampering. The idea that we have been ingesting bad food for months scares the shit out of me. I'm going to get a friend of mine to analyze some samples. Until then, I'm locking my door at night. I'm not sure who I can trust. Sadie's been giving me strange looks too. Those screams, man. I might actually change the lock. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I have to see Danica. I have to. She's with 2 others near the hangars, and I'm stuck here in medical. 2 rifles taken from Malan and Bird and a laser scalpel. That's all we have to get there. Sadie keeps fighting me on this and making excuses. She's starting to piss me off. Has that idiot forgotten where we are? That the Groom Lake is now a freaking hunting ground, and my sister is in the middle of it. I don't fucking care if they don't come with me. I have to see my sister. I have to know about Danica. I heard her on the radio a day or so ago, so I know she's still alive. She has to be hiding. Danica was always better than me at hide and seek back at home. It took hours to find her. Once Mom sent a search party for her, and she's been hiding at the bottom of the garden, tucked inside a dirt hole where Dad was planting beets. She's hiding. She has to be. Sadie is causing me problems. If she won't come with me, I guess I'll have to make her come along, whether she wants to or not. Alright. Lots of stuff been happening here lately. And people are on the edge. What now?
I think I found the crew.
Are they also bloodied up, like the guy under the floor?
You could say that. I'm not sure how many people I'm looking at. It's like something from a eugenics war painting.
Try to push through, John. A few decks below, one step at a time.
Wait, what bodies? I don't see anything. All I see are these huge bloodstains. More disturbing evidence of slaughter. Or maybe the crew were slaughtered here so bad that all their body parts and stuff were squashed. That's quite something. Another PDA. Now who is this? Ah, Sadie. Sadie. I was wondering if you get to read her PDA. And read what happened here from her perspective. I thought that becoming the new head medical tech on this deck would actually improve things, but it's like being thrown into the lion's den. The lockdown a few months back was a pain, but these inventory discrepancies, no idea how to spell that, are the real problem. And then yesterday the systems went haywire. The first thing Erica does, of course, is call up her little sister to make sure she's okay. I suppose I can understand that. I just wish that, well, I wish she would ask after me sometimes too. Oh, she just wanted to be noticed. Yesterday during the power outage, I was locked inside a storage room for 2 hours, but Danica's fine, of course, so who cares about me? I was only trapped in a product storage room, with only plant cultures and human limbs for company. I took a look at them actually. It's part of my job, with the plants anyway, and I had to do something to keep my mind off things. Good specimens, all of them, except for samples 99D, E and F. I couldn't, for the life of me, work out why samples this badly mutated would be permitted anywhere near the greenhouses. These are recent too. Dear God, what imbecile in shipping sent these to storage? Kane's hydroponics have the strictest quarantine regulations in the galaxy, punishable by losing your damn job. It must be that new section a few floors below. They have got all kinds of fools on their payroll. You know, I usually like to spend time in the greenhouses, but I swear something's going funny with some of the new crops. Erica said I'm probably just imagining it, but I had a whole batch of Brassica growth cultures thrown out the other day, showing signs of what looked like Dutch elm disease. How is that possible? I'm going to submit a report. How I'm supposed to explain to Dr. Malan and the board that we have mutated cultures in storage and perfectly good crops with extinct diseases is another matter. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot to read here. Erica's lost her damn mind. I'm scared out of my mind right now. She struck us on a fool's errand across the ship to look for Danica. I tried to tell her how I saw one of those things wearing Danica's face the other morning. Oh God, it makes me want to puke just thinking about it. It looked like a deflated balloon as it scuttled up the walls. I swear Encratia fried it with a bolt, but we can't be sure. He's a psychiatrist, not a soldier. Then again, are any of us soldiers? Erica seems to think we are in the Marine Corps, waving around that rifle with a crazy look in her eye, threatening to kill anyone who disagrees with her Erica. I told her, you are a nurse. God, I barely recognize her anymore. What happened to my best friend? What happened to that girl from Stokely, Mississippi? I don't know who Erica Boxer is anymore. Looks like who was she? Erica? Yeah. It looks like Erica wanted to go Sigourney Weaver mode and be a badass. Erica died this morning. My friend is gone. One of those horrific things tore her spine out of her body right in front of my eyes. I must be one of the last ones left alive. Not that I have got along. I'm infected with something. I can feel it. I checked out the hydroponics lab this morning. It's a wreck. I could have told them, anyone could have told them, that trying to breed a new fungus to kill the old one would be disastrous. The rest of it won't budge. I have tried tearing it away with the laser scalpel Erica gave me, but it did nothing. Zip, shields, nada. What doesn't kill it really does make it stronger. I'm going back to retrieve Erica's remains later. I know she died, a crazy woman, but she was my friend. I still love her. Oh, that's so touching. You know, the more I read these PDAs, the more bad I feel for these people. Oh, elevator. You would be happy to never see another tubular convenience in your life. Conveyance in your life, even. Destroyed sentry gun. You try to tell yourself that you are safe for now. Alright, so there's two ways where we can go to, but I think I'm gonna save here, just in case. Alright, now where should we go? Here or here? Well, let's start from here. Alright. Main medical deck entrance security door.
Oh, never again. It crawled through the night and then they grafted their eyes and tore through my skin. Oh, never ever, never again. They came for our
There's so many
mothers and
noises.
then for our kin, scratching the girls and eating my seed, changing God's life. A seed
So many sounds going on at the same
with
time.
fire and kill them with men. Let us remember, never again.
Okay. And there's a medical bay terminal, just a reception chair, reception desk. The contours of the sleek reception desk perfectly mirror the curvature of the walls. It's as if the chair has turned shyly away from the sight of the bloodshed nearby. The flickering lights draw morbid attention to the arcs of blood stained in the wall. And we can't, of course, go through that because it's locked. An entrance to the medical facilities. Now, what do we have here at the terminal?
Get a Jukka and whiskey mixer for just 100 credits.
Alright.
The Twister.
Personal data tag has no security clearance system is locked. Personal data tag detected. John Maracek. That's us. Let's check. Wait, we can't click that. Can't click this either. What about this? Personal data tag has no security clearance system locked. Oh, I think I see. I think I know and remember now what I had to do here. I had to get rid of my PDT or whatever Tia called it. Some sort of a microchip that is deep inside my body and which the system can scan. And because of that, we can't go there because the system is scanning our PDT in our body. So we have to get rid of the PDT. And oh man, that one is going to be rather tough to watch, even for me. But you'll see when we get to that. Alright, you can't begin.
Serotonergic receptors are present in your principal vascular system.
Okay. Anyway, you can't begin to estimate how many lives were ended here. I can't estimate it either. It's like an abstract painting. From one angle, it's the handiwork of something mindless and automated, but from another, these brushstrokes are angry with rage, or worse, indiscriminate and gleeful. Although they are statuated with human ichor, the suits are in working order. Oh, we can pick them up. Or something up. What did we pick up? I thought we were gonna. I thought we were gonna pick up one of these suits, but apparently not. But then again, I don't remember picking up and wearing these suits. Oxygen cylinder. All right. Anything else here? No. I guess we go here. Oh yeah, we have to get ourselves to this surgical pot bed here. But what did we have to do again here?
Back. It's been cut open.
Of course! They must have manually removed the PDTs. That's why the security systems were reset in medical.
Bodies.
So that's why.
The bodies in the crew quarters. They were skinned. The creatures were using the PDTs to move through secure areas.
Must have realized what was going on.
So for me to get to the lower decks.
You'd have to remove your tag.
Remove?
Perhaps electric shock. No, that wouldn't work. John? This is the only surefire way.
What are you saying?
The surgery pod should already be programmed to remove it.
It didn't work out so well for this poor woman.
It's the only way, unless you space jump between decks.
This is surgery.
John, prep the pod.
Yeah, so I was right. I remembered correctly. We have to get the PDT out of our body. But let's see. First, should we move this woman out of the way? Whether beneficiary or victim, this is where the surgery patients lie. Main surgery pod pays. A high-end surgery pod, sophisticated enough to perform nearly any operation with a tiny margin for error. Well, at least we don't need to. I guess we don't need to worry about too much of this machine making mistakes and then killing us because of some error. Oh, there's a PDA here. Isaiah al-Raikupar. I don't know, sounds kinda Indian to me. Alright, so this is a completely new guy. A new year for the chief surgeon and a new year for the staff of the medical deck. I have to think of it in that way or it gets rather confusing. The staff of the medical deck now consists of 3 extra sections: cybernetics, tissue regeneration, and for some reason medicinal hydroponics. Yes, it may be medicinal. I don't know. But as I told Dr. Malan, they are still plants. I don't wish to seem ungrateful. It is Kent Corporation who opened so many new doorways for me, and who redefined the frontiers of medicine for us all. As a man who served his apprenticeship on the battlefields, elbow deep in the blood of innocents, to see those deserts and war-torn villages reborn as images of nirvana is a privilege, and all thanks to the sciences of Kane. And yet it's hard to understand why, on the Groom Lake, so many departments are being forced to share resources like this. I hear our budget will be up for review soon, and the chances of us getting an increase are slim. I shall try to remain positive. My goodness, a 300% budget increase. Holy crap, that's quite a huge budget increase indeed. Triple. I have not yet been able to even imagine how helpful this financial windfall will be. Dr. Malan assured me that a sizable portion of this budget will be applied to Project Seed. It makes our work that much more essential. We'll order new equipment and new samples, although I don't totally agree with the ethics of Dr. Malan's acquisition of volunteers for surgery and testing. The leaps and bounds we have made in our research make up for the rest of it. Is it wrong that we must test the limits of morality for the greater good? Well, that's a very good question, actually. I'm a surgeon who has seen many awful things in the blood-soaked abattoirs of the Pantgeia wars, so perhaps this should be a second nature to me. But I don't recall agreeing to use the use of children for testing. I went to inspect the stasis tubes at the request of my chief nurse, and found that there were several children, some as young as 9 years old, awaiting processing. Children! I was shocked and appalled and demanded an explanation from Dr. Malan. Edward Jenner had to test vaccines on children to see if they would work, he said. I knew the story. What medical does not. Jenner injected infected purulent exudates into the child's arm, which must have seemed callous disregard for the child's life. And yet it saved the boy. That is how he convinced me we are at the frontier of the sciences. chances must be taken. I do not always feel comfortable with his ethical choices, but his logic is sound. The research is too valuable for us to let a few moral qualms get in our way. I fear that my decision to become a surgeon with Kane Corporation is not quite simple as I thought. The first casualties of the infection spreading across the ship came to my lab, where we had to set up a quarantined operating room. I had to get hands-on with the patients for the first time in years. The flow of blood, the cutting of infected tissue using my specialized tools, God forgive me, but I enjoyed it. It's impossible to explain the adrenaline rush from playing God in such a way, of having the lives of so many on the verge of death in your hands. I felt it on the battlefields, and I feel it now. It is not the beauty of birth that moves me, it seems, but the pungent stench of death. I thought I had joined Kane Corporation to save my soul. Instead, it is to slake the thirst of the beast in me, whose jaws slaver at the scent of blood. Okay. I am ashamed. Alright. How could I not have seen it? Those awful life forms are disgusting themselves as us, inside us. They wear our skins and our PDTs, which explains how the security systems cannot detect them. Oh, so they were wearing their PDTs, those human clones and other experiments they have been doing, or so I assume, unless he's talking about something else. If I didn't already know where those creatures came from, this would perhaps be less frightening, but they have learned the vile abominations. Abomination, what a word that is. It appears to summarize what we have created in our hubris. We have created evil. God help us all. Alright. Notices and reports. Personal data tags. From Dr. Al-Raikubar to all staff. Personal data tags. Dear all, for those of you who are still able to receive these messages on the intranet, you'll know by now that the creatures are using our PDTs to proceed past security checkpoints. To prevent this, I have decided that each in turn you'll proceed under armed guard to the primary surgery pod, where your PDTs will be removed. Once this is done, we will reprogram the security protocol so that they will target all creatures that still possess these tags. Do not answer the doors to your quarters unless confirmed by the designed password. Today that password is H's. Alright. Maybe I have to remember that. What else did we have here? Emails, inbox and outbox. From Dr. C. Beckman. Analysis report. Dr. Malan has recalibrated his guidelines for subjects in Project SEED, and specifically the requirements for any female subjects who have previously been pregnant. The female subjects should ideally have been screened, but their precise source is not important. Since the project has a 99.89% chance of a non-fatal reaction in subjects, members of staff will be eligible for this test. The ideal subject is as follows. Blood type O-, height, yeah, free of any genetic defects, age between 18 and 40. Subjects must have recently been pregnant, ideally within the past year. Regards, Dr. C. Beckman. And then we sent a message to, well, not we, but this dude sent a message to Dr. Malan himself. The nurse. We have disagreed often, but never so more than now. I'm aware that Miss Callister doesn't work in surgery and that Chief Nurse Boxer has seniority in terms of rank. However, Callister has one of the most extraordinary organizational minds I have ever worked with. The product storage areas are clean and well indexed. Therefore, I have to challenge your demand that I remove her from her position because of these false reports she has been sending you about anomalies in the supplies. I have no doubt that your claims of her illicitly taking samples is also only an accusation. She's a fine worker and reports only what she feels is right. I'll be taking no action against her. You are in charge of the project, but you must allow me to choose my staff at my own discretion. Regards, Isaiah. Okie dokie. I guess that was all, or was that all? Notices and reports, personal attacks, yeah. Oh wait, not there. Go back. Yeah, I think that was all. Yeah, that was a lot of reading in one PDT. All of these PDTs in this in the medical base so far was filled with lots of story basically. So there was this thing here, a protein and fat storage container, oxygen storage tank. Well, we have this. We have to use this here.
I think that'll just break it.
I clicked the wrong thing, I think. There we go.
I don't think this will fit.
Oh, it doesn't fit. Alright, so pick it back up. Cryopreservation tank. Not whatever that is. Oh, we actually picked it up. And anesthetic storage. In a surgery suit, at least one of these would be anesthetic. Your guess is that it's this one. All right.
The spot is not properly prepared for the selecting program.
Okay. What about this one? You can't pick it up or anything? Nope, apparently not. So, empty stasis fluid container. Oh, so we have to fill this, I take it. Alright. Alright. And I wonder, that shouldn't I get rid of this woman's body from this pot? What else? Extracted PDT. So this is the thing that's inside us. Personal data tag. So it's not just a simple chip or anything like that. It seems to be a wire with some round thingies in the with round thingies in it. I don't know, but we'll see closer later. I guess there's nothing else we can pick up. Organic receptacle. A protein and fat storage container. Can we pick that up? Apparently not. Guess we have to fill it with something, I guess. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need from here for now. Now, let's go to the other room. If we can, that is. A force field. Alright, we can see inside. Oh yeah, it's this place. Yeah, I remember this place. I was stuck here for a very, very long time. For a very long time. Yeah. But we can't get inside there apparently. Not yet. Anyway. So we can't get in there, so I assume that we don't need anything from there in order to start this surgery here. So let's see. What else can we do here? Empty stasis fluids container. Wait, weren't there stasis pods in there? In the other room? Why aren't you running? Yeah, there seems to be some stasis pods, so I assume that we need some of that stasis liquid to fill our container. I assume so, but I could be wrong too. So let's try this one more time.
I don't think this will fit.
Alright, fine. Fine. Pick it up. I don't think we need to use this pistol for anything either. Like here, there's this elevator. But I assume we can't use it. Anything else? Portal. The atmosphere of Neptune is consuming this vessel as lightning shows the way. So what the hell is this portal? Blood and tissue. The oozing red goop contains flecks of bone and masses of tissue. Why the hell did we have to pick that? Body part. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So why did we need that for again? What about this room? Could we do anything
Your
here?
bar of choice does it again. A puddle of mud has an all-new sim stripper. She is so hot. Visit us at crew quarters.
What the hell kind of a show that radio is having on right now? Or or at least I assume it was a radio.
Are you expecting a beautiful bouncy baby boy or girl?
Yeah, I can't do anything here. Not yet, anyway.
You could win an all-expenses pay location to Titan.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do here. But now that we got this bloody body part, I assume we can do something with that here. I don't remember exactly what we had to do with it. What did we have here? Anesthetic storage. Yeah, my words exactly.
I don't think this will fit. I don't think that'll work.
Damn it.
The organic
there we go.
receptacle requires refined biological tissue.
Well, there you have your biological tissue. Wait, what?
The organic matter receptacle requires refined biological tissue.
Okay. I might have to combine these.
Maybe if it... No, that won't work.
What about on this table here? Alright. Now, how about now? Now, what did that do for us exactly?
Probably not a good idea.
Alright, so what now? So the body part is on that table, but now what? Oh, so that's what we had to do next. We had to smash it some more. And we got refined organic material. Okay.
Again, MedTech surgical pod is not properly prepared for the selected program.
All right. Or maybe it's not well prepared because there's this one body here as well that we still have to take care of. Or maybe there's something. Well, maybe oxygen cylinder is still something that we have to use here for something. And then this stasis fluid container as well. And then this, yeah, the force field is still there. I was just wondering whether we could finally get there, because I'm convinced that we need that stasis fluid from the other room to fill this. And how the hell am I supposed to use the oxygen cylinder? Alright, you know what, folks? I think I'm going to end this episode here. I've been playing and recording for over an hour now, and I'm hungry, so I want to make some food. And besides, I don't know what else to do for now. But hey, we'll think about this some more in the next episode and figure out how we can turn off that force field and get the stasis fluid we need from there. And what do we need to do with all this stuff in general? But yeah, we'll think about that some more in the next episode. So, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Stasis.